hating on y'all. I call it keeping it real. Logical for impulse. Controlling how I feel. Y'all call that shit hate. Ain't nobody hating on y'all. I call it keeping it real. Logical for impulse. Controlling how I feel. This shit is not the real. I ain't joking. We gotta teach these YN, control your emotions. Plus let the world know that men do have emotions. Use logic first, impulse will never work. It will leave you locked up, or even worse, your face on the front of a damn t-shirt. So stay calm, use your brain before you react. Cause when you cross that wrong line, ain't no coming back. Logic over impulse.
You are now tuned in to the realest podcast in the world, Logic Over Impulse. I have a special guest tonight. Dr. Real is my name, and my co-host, let him know who you is.
Yo, what's up? This Shannon.
Shannon?
That's what it is.
Okay, a round of applause for our special guest. Introduce yourself. Okay. So, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody that's been liking, sharing, supporting, all that good stuff. Now, this tonight topic is a part two of what I already elaborated on. We're talking about longevity in relationships and how back in the days people stuck together and they toughed it out a little more than uh, modern day relationships right now. So right now, I'm gonna let my dog Shannon get the flow, brother. Elaborate on that, man.
Yeah, man. Like right now, man. First sign of any riffle, whether it be financial or someone suggest someone think someone is cheating, they gonna run off. Um, back in like I said, back in the days, uncle and auntie. Like I got a couple right now. My uncle and auntie been married about 55 years. That's
Damn.
not heard of. People rarely be married now for 10 years. 10 years is
Shit,
gonna be the
10
max.
minutes. You talking about
You
10
know,
years, 10 minutes. But go
people
ahead.
not they're not gonna stick it out. First riffle, first financial situation, simple stuff, man, and
Right,
they break up. They don't stick it out and try to tough it out together like back in the days, man. The old folks, back then they didn't have much. They didn't have financial stability that we have today, but they stuck together through all of it.
right. Okay, Miss T, you wanna elaborate on it? We need your perspective.
Okay, you need female perspective.
Most definitely.
No, people don't stick it out. As soon as it get rough, they out the door.
Right.
Pretty much.
But why is it like that though? I mean, why is it? Why you think it's like that? Well, back auntie and them and papa and mama, big mama, they stuck it out no matter what. Papa could have had another family on the next block over, and mama knew about it, and big mama knew about it, and it's still they stuck it out. Now you can share a like somebody post and it's chaos, a riffle in someone home now. So I'm trying to figure out why is it like that where people don't try to stick it out and go through those things and these days.
Well, that's a good question. I would like to know the answer to that too.
Well, okay, well, I feel that the illusion of social media and like when you build a Facebook page or an Instagram page, you only like the people that are your friends are the people that y'all that like they give you a sense of illusion that you got options, right? So everybody feel that why water this grass when the grass is greener? Because now I'm looking on social media, right, and I see this dude or this woman like my picture or they in my DM or blah 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 blah. I think it give you a sense of you devalue the person that you with, meaning that again you're comparing your relationship to what the hell you see on social media, right? So I think that it have a lot of people a little delusional because you can create your own world. If I accept you as a friend and you say one wrong word or me and you have a disagreement, I can delete that. I don't have to deal with that. So I feel that a lot of people feel that okay, if it ain't going my way, then it's the highway. Cause get what? If I break up with this dude or this woman, I got 50 women in my DM, or I got, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I think people is addicted to this false attention that they're receiving on social
It's,
media.
and think so. Basically, you saying they got a false sense of security. They have other options.
There you go. But it's an illusion though. You see what I'm saying? Cause
That
at the
was
end of
it.
the
That was
day,
the false sense of security that they have other options than what they already
right,
have.
right, right. But opposed to back in the days, they didn't have those kind of distractions or those options. You had to go out and create those options, right? You don't have to work no more. But if you really want to face reality, need a fucking ride and get on Facebook and say, hey, I'm broke down on late, bro. Could anybody give me a ride? And see how many motherfucking likes and comments I get. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not reality. But you didn't created this false relationship with people that really don't give a fuck about you, right? So you treating the people that you really deal with like shit, or you saying, okay, this is born or blah blah blah, and then you jump the gun and you go out here and thinking that these dudes in your inbox or whatever is they got you. You can do better. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It give you the illusion that you just can do better. The grass is greener.
Not knowing
So
it
I
for
think
a while. They think it's grass. They get over there and get on the other side of that fence and say, hold on. Shit, this
right
damn turf. This ain't real grass.
because
And
the
then
common
in
denominator is
halftime,
is
then
that
halftime they
person,
stuck over there.
right? And not just stuck over there. The same problems occur because again, the person don't change themselves. You are the common denominator. You see what I'm saying? So if you get in a new relationship and have the same fucking problem, then you really was the problem. But instead of a person sitting here like shout out to Shahid, he used to always say instead of pointing the finger, point the thumb. When you point that thumb, that motherfucking thumb pointing at you. You see what I'm saying? So again, a lot of people run from themselves. So again, if I'm in a relationship and she tell me, hey, such, right? Instead of me saying, damn, she might be right, cause this happened it happened in my life. No, what I'm gonna do? I got social media. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a new person. It's just like a person have some dirty shoes, right? Instead of them cleaning them shoes, what they gonna do? Go get a new pair of shoes, right? But get what? Them shoes gonna get dirty too, cause your ass really don't clean your shoes. So that's what I think. That's the curse of anybody feeling that they got options. Because even when you go to work and you get it, you go out and talk, and experience other people. You know what I'm saying? Dude might you only see the good part of that person, right? You don't know the bad. So okay, at work, dude might compliment you more than your boyfriend or vice versa. That shit ain't real though. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know you. So I just think that people just instead of back in the day, like you say, motherfuckers looked at the bigger picture and they understood that a relationship is work. It's not a job, but it's work. So when shit get uncomfortable, you're supposed to get closer, not howl at or separate or every conversation shouldn't be a World War III or cause or means of a breakup. A lot of people like to only have discussions when they mad, right? So just say you're in a relationship and you're changing. So the shit that you'll put up with this week, you like, instead of having a conversation, you get mad at your partner because they didn't evolve fast as you did, or you looking down on that person because you quote unquote up here, and you feel that they down here, but y'all ain't had no conversation. Nobody don't know that, right? So I think people underestimate the power of communicating. And if you locked in with a person, you supposed to be locked in. No games, no bullshit. And everybody have their own personal agenda.
I totally agree. Totally agree. And if everybody locked in, that's gonna create solve a lot of them problems. They're running off the first sign of, and that's an impulsive behavior. They're gonna run off on the first sign of trouble. If you locked in, you're gonna be locked in together.
Right. I mean, it's supposed to be unconditional. And the problem with that is that it's all about how a person is raised too now. You feel me? Like if they having an example, if they didn't have an example of grandma and granddaddy or mama and daddy, you know what I'm saying? Then and they partner have, then you really speaking Chinese, right? Or a lot of people have conversation, but they don't listen to understand. They listen to respond, right? And all of us humans, when we get out of our comfort zone, then instead of us embracing it, we get either mad or scared. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't been exposed to nothing, you uncomfortable. And a lot of relationships don't know how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Me personally, I'd rather, if I ask a woman a question, I'm asking for clarity. I'm not asking to start nothing. I'm not asking to accuse you or nothing. Because when you accuse somebody, that means you assume some shit, right? I'm just asking because I'm trying to get an understanding so I won't accuse you or nothing. Or, you see what I'm saying? Because what I learned in my experience, women and men don't think alike. We don't. We be in fucking 3 different planets. We don't think alike. So if I sit here and say, hey, why you ain't handle that the way I would? Well, the answer is that she's a woman. You feel me? And vice versa. So, again, communication is way more important than just 2 motherfuckers just talking and understanding. If I give you a G-pad, then you should be able to give me one. Because we human at the end of the day. Nobody going to be fucking perfect. So, I just feel that people are a little bit more sensitive or spoiled or entitled more than back in the day.
I agree. What you think, T? Your
How
take
many
on it?
passes you supposed to give? Because you don't
Hmm?
have an
You say
endless
what now?
supply of passes.
Say what now?
How many passes you supposed to give? How much grace you supposed to give? Because I don't have an endless supply. So how many times do we have to go through the same thing and getting the same results?
Okay.
Well,
I
we're
feel you.
not saying have an endless supply of grace, but have some grace because you got to think and look in the mirror too.
I can have
Because
some grace, but how
not,
much?
you're not gonna be perfect. I mean,
How
what about what
much?
about what what about him giving you grace?
It go both ways, but how much both ways should grace be given?
Well, again, the best apology is change behavior, right?
Right.
Now, if I change my behavior and you don't acknowledge it and you punish me for the old behavior,
Hmm.
and a lot of people do. Once you become okay, this is the irony of dealing with another person, right? Once you become the villain in that person's story, like you say, how much? Okay, we keep doing the same shit over and over and over, right? So you want to have process of elimination. So again, it goes back to what I said, the thorn. Now, what the hell I'm doing wrong first, right? Because you can't change another person. You most definitely can control yourself, right? So boom, if we keep going through the same shit, now when when the man is talking, let me sit back and really just listen to what he's really saying and get an understanding, right? So if you don't understand, and you're not off top, because again, men and women think different, right? So again, you sit there and just listen, not to respond, not to prove a point, just try to comprehend what's going on. Now, you sit back and say, okay, I see it from your perspective. And again, this is not an argument. This ain't that we didn't gave each other so much motherfucking grace to now we mad as hell now. So now this is an argument. No, I'm talking about a sitting down at the table eating conversation. In a relationship, you should be able to uh, have those kind of discussions, like you said, without it being World War III. Now, with that being said, right, a lot of people is not emotionally intelligent, right? And that's men and women. And again, you want to be with somebody that's gonna say, look, man, I don't want to lose you. Let's fix it. Not a person saying, hey, I'm gonna give you the silent treatment all fucking week. That's not communicating. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that it's just like everybody been in a relationship that they either wasn't ready for or wasn't mature enough, or they was more mature than their partner. And that's just reality. You know what I'm saying? But again, are you gonna keep? Are you gonna blame the significant other, or you're gonna take a little accountability because again, that's who you chose. So if you giving too much grace, guess what? You taught that person that you got that much grace, cause they ain't giving you that, right? Cause y'all having the same problem over and over and over. So again, you have to set your own limit to that, right? So it ain't how much you give, it's just how much you're willing to. If you feel that a lot of people fall in love with potential. Like I can see something in a person that they don't see in themselves. So I sit here and say, you know what? She got this, she got that, she got that. All she need to do is change this. If she don't feel that way, get what? She'll never change that shit.
You're never gonna
So
change.
I'm really in love with who she could become, not who the fuck she is. So again, you have to do a lot of self-reflecting and say, damn, shit, it been 3 years and this motherfucker still throwing temper tantrums. Now she told me not to do X, Y, Z, 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 and I'm doing that shit. So it's like a process of elimination. So then you can say, then when y'all have an argument, because clearly the person ain't emotionally intelligent enough to have a discussion. So when you have an argument, then you hit that person with the, hey, well look, this is what you told me to start doing. I stopped. I thought you changed. No, I did. Your ass didn't. Right? So if I'm changing it, you ain't acknowledging it, then what the fuck we at? We right back in the same loop. So if a person ain't handling your needs and your feelings with care, I'll right back where the fuck y'all started at.
And that goes back to that one word, man, value.
There you
And
go.
that go by the one word value. If you know, that's I'm big on value. I tell if you don't value me, I'm gonna value me, and that's sometimes you gotta understand that. The word value means a lot, and sometimes people get in a relationship and they get complacent and they don't value their mate or their whatever significant other, and that's a lot of time the reason why things get rocky. But you gotta put a value on that. How much do you value that person? How much do you value um, being with that person? And like again, false sense of reality, security. They think they don't have to value. A lot of people think they don't have to value someone because they think they can. Because they got 20 men in their DM. She don't think she
Right.
has to value the boyfriend or the husband because these guys telling her stuff in the DM, and so she like, man, look here, I got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy in my DM. So the husband, she look at the husband or the boyfriend, he look less valued because she thinking that grass may be greener.
Well, I mean, first of all, in our culture, we promote everybody feel like consistency is boring, right? Um, a person that don't play no games, everybody wants somebody like that until they get them, right? Vice versa with men and women. It's just like the old saying, like everybody wants some shit until they get it, right? And then when they get it, they either don't appreciate it or feel that it's coming until you feel me. Like they say, you never know what a person was doing for you until they stop doing it. And me personally, like I say, you have to find people that's in line with you more than what you're attracted to. And when I mean in line, meaning like, okay, a person that gonna say, okay, you wanna go sell some tomatoes at the flea market? Okay, I got you. I'm with you. Not opposed to a person saying, hey, well, you go at the flea market and then bring back the money. The woman ain't helping with nothing, or vice versa. If the woman say, hey, I want to start a beauty salon, and the dude like, okay, well, shit, I ain't got nothing on that, but, want to reap the benefits of the beauty salon. You got to find somebody that really fuck with you. Because, again, anybody can have sex with you, but ain't too many people that gonna really fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? And I think we, like you said earlier on the other podcast, Shannon, a lot of people get distracted. We confuse lust with love. We make our decisions as men. We make our decisions based upon how good the sex is. But after the sex, motherfucker disrespectful. Motherfucker don't bring nothing to the table. All they do is take. Vice versa. A good woman. You sit here, you see the potential in Ray Ray, right? He could be something, but you see that shit. Ray Ray ain't studying none of that shit. So you sitting here pouring into him, breaking bread with him, investing in them lives that he's saying, oh yeah, baby, I want to start a car wash. Then you sit here, go get him a tent, blah, 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 right? But he's just talking because now you're paying attention to his words more than his fucking actions. Everybody get caught up. Again, you give a person a G-pad without them giving you one, right? And everybody do it. And I think that if people are just, again, me personally, if somebody give me some good advice or help me without asking for nothing in return, I'm not going to shit on that person, right? That's the person that I'm going to be like, hey, man, damn, that's some shit I do, right? So you gotta find a person that's like-minded, or you know what I'm saying, that's similar to what you put out, because everybody, they say opposite attract, right? But then you spend your whole fucking relationship trying to make somebody be just like you, when you should highlight the fact that they not like you, right? The more, I mean, two heads are always better than one. And I think the society have went away from the concept of teamwork. Cause get what? The woman, I don't need no man. The man, and then these new cats be like, why would I get a girlfriend? I can just pay a woman to clean my house and do my lunch. You see what I'm saying? Because they getting raised that, hey, I don't need, everybody like, I don't need nobody. The whole time that shit ain't, everybody need everybody. I would never ever sit here and fix my fucking, I don't give a fuck how many bad relationships I didn't experience. I'd never say, man, I don't need no woman. But women quick to say that about us,
Say
right?
some.
So,
Say some.
okay. Okay, okay. I, I,
A
I
lot, a
let me.
lot, a lot, and
Majority,
and
majority
a
of the
lot.
women.
I
Again, but see,
you hear
now,
so
now
much.
wait. Now, see what you just did, right? You don't understand how rare what you just said is, right? Because you'll get more women saying they don't need a man opposed to women saying they need a man, right? Again, just like the word submission. The average woman look at that shit as a slave. No, that ain't what that mean. That mean cooperating in a relationship. Your man asks you to do something, you do it. You ask him to do something, he do it.
You expect him to
That's
do
all
it.
submission mean. Only in a relationship. That's the definition of fucking submission. When you choose to be a person friend, that's a form of submission, right? Anybody disagree or agree?
Right.
So, so again, we get caught up with our personal definition of words. I would never, I won't sit here and try to control no woman. But if my woman asks me to do something, I'm gonna do it the first time. She ain't gonna have to beg. She ain't have to. We don't have. To, you know what I'm saying? Or I tell her, hey, well, I can't do it this time, but that's just how simple that word is.
But you're
It ain't a
communicating
motherfucker,
that.
huh?
I said, but you're communicating that. You're not just not saying anything. You're communicating.
No, my actions are gonna
But I'm
show that.
right. But you
Right,
communicated and you showed it.
right.
Because you can
But
say
again,
anything. You
I
can
was
say
just gonna
anything.
say that. But
Yeah,
a
you say
lot, but
anything.
and this is the difference between men and women, right? So again, before I now I will say I love you, right? But I'm gonna show you that with my actions before I even I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you that when I'm showing you that with my actions, right? Now on the flip side, women like to hear it. They like to hear it. Now, if I respect that woman and and that's how I feel about that woman, forget what the fuck my actions is. Get what? Cause she wanna hear it, I'm gonna do that. Again, that's a form of submission. Is it? People do what the fuck they want to do for who they want to do it for. You know what I'm saying? Just like ain't nobody too busy. If somebody want to make time for you, they will. I don't give a fuck if they work 24 hours. Right? So at this age, we shouldn't be blaming shit on red flags. Or I feel, now this is my opinion, but I feel that again, I can't sit here and say she made me mad, so I'm gonna crash out. Right? Self control is some shit you got to really work on. And a lot of people ignore that. And the word accountability. These are some of the reasons that people don't stick together no more. Right? Because again, when shit get real, motherfuckers just howl at. Now, I guess because I'm left-handed, I'm the opposite. When shit get real, you supposed to get closer, right? Because now I'm like, damn, okay, this woman shit fucked up and she's still here. So I'm gonna appreciate that shit. Opposed to saying, I'm gonna keep making shit bad because she ain't going nowhere. And like you said earlier, Shannon, people do get comfortable and they start they take your consistency and your kindness for a weakness.
Yep.
And that got to do with a person's character though. That's what I feel. But go ahead, y'all. One of y'all, yeah.
Yeah, and people, um, I saw somebody post actually a couple of days ago. Do I stay for the kids? No. If it's a situation like that, no. You don't have to, cause that's a bad situation. Uh,
Right.
do you stay for the
Cause that,
kids? No, because
yeah, cause that's unhealthy.
that's not healthy at all. Um,
Yeah,
and
right.
it's best to go ahead
Now
and,
you
and
said
break to the kids, so the kids get it early, so the kids can heal, move forward, and everything else.
now. Now, to be honest, now again, being coming from a double parent home, now I feel that if you do have kids, right, and both parties are willing to try to tough it out a little bit for the sake of the kid, not just for the kid. Because at the end of the day, um, what the woman brings to the table, the kids need, and the man bring whatever the man brings to the table, the kids need, right? Again, but the problem is that we sit here and say what the woman ain't doing, right? And then the woman verse come back and say what the man ain't doing. So we wasting our time trying to raise each other instead of letting the woman do what the fuck she do and the man do what the fuck he do. Everybody stay in their lane, right? Cause the kids need both of y'all, right? So I think we spend too much time trying to raise each other instead of focusing on the damn children. Now, what I had to learn, cause I have two child mothers or whatever the hell you want to call them, and I learned that my techniques ain't gonna work. I can tell her how to discipline them boys, it ain't gonna work, right? So what I do is what my parents did. My mama will give you $1 million. God bless her. Uh, uh, she will give you $1 million, and you won't have to pay her back, right? If my daddy give you 4 quarters, he need his 4 quarters back. You see what I'm saying? So I learned how to receive and fucking pay back, and they stayed in their lane. So I can have my kids over here right now. Y'all won't know that my kids over here unless I tell y'all. As soon as they get with their mama, the motherfucker you'll hear them bouncing off the wall. So again, you have to understand. It's just like a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? If you've been exposed to both type of emotions, right? So and then you get 90%. Half of the women that I have been with come from single parent homes, right? So I'm preaching one way or trying to get a person to see some shit that I experienced and they just haven't. It's not a value in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm speaking Chinese. Now I'm
Yeah,
getting frustrated. My message was good, but my delivery fucked up now. Cause I'm
yeah.
getting
And see that,
frustrated.
that's the thing, man. And that single parent home thing is hard on that individual. I can tell you from experience. Like I say, as you know, I'm raising my 6 and 7 year old by myself as a single parent, a single father, and yeah, it get difficult at times. And no, we didn't stay for the kids. But at the end of the day, I want them here with me. They safe. I know they're safe. Um, and, and just being a dad, and I saw my dad being a good dad. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 11, but I saw my dad every day. Um, he for the next 7 years, till I got 18 years old, I saw my dad every day. He was in my life, even though my mom and dad were divorced. So sometimes you don't have to stay for the kids, but you got to stay for the kids. Does that make any sense? Um,
Right.
you have to be there for
Right.
those kids, regardless whether you with the parent, the other party or not. And see, that's my take on that. And I think that's what makes me a good father, um, because I saw how my dad did, and he didn't let the divorce or nothing like that deter him from being a good father, and that what makes me a good father. I had a role model, something to look up to, and that's why I
Right.
think
Exactly.
I'm able to do like I do at this point in my life.
And again, I just feel that at the end of the day, what we and again, I don't. Me personally, I mean, the internet do have a part. It do play a part in it. But at the end of the day, I just still feel that it, people just feel like they can do better.
The
Whether
opposite.
it's
They think they got false sense of security, man. The
right,
social media it messes them up. They think they can. the grass greener. Again, cause the number of likes they get, they put a picture up, they get hearts, and they get this, that, and third, and people in the inbox. So they think people think that's what it is. As simple as that, man. No more, no less. People just automatically think they can do better. That's what happened. You know, with all the relationships, basically, is what it is. Whether the man leave or the woman leave, they think they got something better on the other side of the fence, and they dip, regardless what the situation is, man.
Yeah. Miss T, you have
That's not
anything?
necessarily true. Because if I leave you, that don't necessarily mean I'm finna get with somebody else.
Okay,
That don't mean I'm
elaborate on.
entertaining anybody else. That means I'm just
Okay.
not through entertaining you.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's me. Now, I'm
that
not talking
sounds.
for everybody. I'm just saying
I
me.
know that sounds good, but eventually, you entertain somebody.
No, I can go
Yeah.
years without entertaining somebody.
Okay.
so again, so you if you leave somebody, you leave somebody for your peace.
Right,
You choo- you choose peace over.
right,
Okay.
That's my post. I post all the time. I do a piece of everything,
right,
no matter what.
right. And people bring chaos, and we don't need that over here.
Damn sure don't need
Right.
it.
And I
Mm-mm,
totally agree with that. Now for real, like,
mm-mm.
cause again, if you, I just, again, we just too grown. If you don't like a person, leave them alone. Go on about your business. Like you don't have to be mad to break up with nobody. Just okay, go. You know what I'm saying? Because if you unhappy, I'm pretty sure that person is too, right? But like you go back to what you said, Miss G, about how much grace you give a person, right? Now, from my experience now, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I would never ever punish a new woman for my past relationship, right? Because everybody is different. Now, what I won't do is um, bring chaos or tolerate chaos, right? So again, I'm looking for someone that even in the conversation we on the same page. Now, me personally, I don't just say shit. If I say something, I'm gonna do it. I'm consistent. I'm consistent by nature. Like I don't do it for nobody. I really do it for myself. I hate to be late. Blah blah blah. But cause you can only fake for so long, and I don't like to play games. I don't like to be in. I don't like to be walking on eggshells or trying to figure out where the fuck I stand with a person. Right. So once a person show me that they can match my consistency, and we ain't even talking about relationship wise, just as just on the friend level or any level, if a person is a person of their word, then they're my type of person. Cause at this age, to be honest, it's exhausting trying to raise another grown person.
Yeah, and that's my take, man. I'm like right now. I'm not even, why they say on the market. My concern right now, man. My two kids, raising them, and I don't have the energy right now. And at 54 years old, I don't have the energy, like you said, to raise another child besides these two I got in this house. So
You said
it is what it
54?
is. So what now?
You said 54?
54,
I would have gave you about 45.
54 with a 6 and 7 year old that and so I don't have the energy for nothing else. I don't have the energy to deal with to deal with another person to come in here and disrupt our routine. And so it is what it is at this point in time.
Well, definitely. Yeah, cause I mean, you can lose yourself in a relationship, and it's not saying that the person that you were with wasn't a good person. They just wasn't good for you, and I'm a firm believer in that. Um, but whenever I feel like I'm doing more or putting more effort or the shit get one sided, yeah, nah. Cause again, if I'm only gonna ask you to do what I can do, right? I'm not, cause everybody human. If I can put up with your bad days and your moods, then damn, I don't get one day or you know what I'm saying? 2 days. I can't have a bad day that you can
No
say
grace.
okay, huh?
Like Miss T said, you get no grace. She's sticking for grace, and you get no grace.
Right, and that shit.
You get
But
some grace.
now she also said that shit go both ways, and that's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Right.
People say, but see again, motherfuckers always say, "Oh, life ain't fair," and my rebuttal to that is that, but I still have the choice to put people that are fair in my life. So again, if you not fair, leave me the fuck alone, cause I am right. So again, but you got this word called finesse and some finesse. I hate those selfish type of people, or those people that put on. I call it the 3 month honeymoon. Right, motherfucker, listen to you, do every motherfucking thing that you say. Right, after them 3 months, they get comfortable, and now you see a whole nother person. So, yeah, now I just advise anybody if you feel that that person is worth it, opposed to just hauling ass, try to fix the shit. Now, certain situations you just can't fix, and that's a whole nother podcast. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep,
I
that's it.
feel like everybody deserves at least one good conversation before you just say fuck it. But actions speak louder than words, and that go both ways as well. So at the end of the day, I yeah the difference between now and then, uh, I just feel that the roles everybody knew their role, and now that there's a lot of women, there's a lot of women making more money than the man, opposed to back in the days. Women didn't work. You see what I'm saying? So granddaddy can have 2, 3 women, but they ain't give a fuck long as grandpa brought them goddamn groceries home. Right? Anybody disagree with that?
You're right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
back then.
that's my point. So again, so that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, it's a bit different now.
hey, but wait. Did you see that back then? See
Back
what I'm talking about?
then.
So
Yes.
right. So again, so uh
Well,
a
you
lot
say back then, but
a lot
they
of
always
women
bought the
don't
groceries
a
home.
lot of women don't a lot of women in this day and age don't depend on a man like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So again, they're not gonna put up with that kind of shit because they don't have to.
Right.
So that is another. But at the same time, now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that man is doing man shit, right? I feel, and just, again, it's just my opinion. I feel that that man should get some form of extra grace than you would give the average man. Meaning that, again, respect consistently, right? We ain't talking about when it's convenient or when you sweet when you need something. Cause I know a lot of women that make a lot of money, right? But their
Mm-hmm.
mentality is like, hey, my money is my money and his money is our money. Again, we going back to that unfair shit. Some, man. Let me hold on. Let me say that again. Some.
Um, there you go.
So again, okay, I got a question for you, Miss T.
Okay.
If why why two good people can't be in a relationship?
I mean, they could, but that also depends on the person. Like, they might have some trauma they ain't dealt with, or they not used to dealing with somebody that's the complete opposite of what they've been dealing with.
But I think what he's saying is
No,
like,
wait. I said two good people. Okay,
yeah,
okay. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Two good people, meaning
Two
that
good people.
these these people have been unappreciated in their previous or in their past relationships, right? And then they meet each other. Why they can't form a healthy relationship opposed to the opposite attract theory?
I don't know. That's a good question. We need two good people to come on here and explain how they couldn't work. Because I don't know. That's a good question.
How about
When you
how about
find
you,
one, let
Shannon?
me know.
How about you, Shannon? You
bruh.
want to
You know what? It's always something like my thing is. I know I'm a good guy, right? But that's why I'm out of. That's why I said when I say I don't have the energy anymore. Everybody that you meet is something. Something is wrong. Not that I'm picky, but it's to the point where I'm just picked out. And so, with that being said, it wears you on you, wear you down. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have the energy for it anymore.
Yeah, that shit is exhausting. That shit is exhausting.
But 12 o'clock, we need to get up out of here. And that.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I mean, the only reason why I went a little longer because I'm trying to please TikTok stinking ass. Shout out to TikTok, Kick, Twitch, YouTube,
he done faded
Facebook.
out. There you go.
But okay. Well, the moral of the story is that before you think the grass is greener, water the grass you got.
There you go. More of the story. I mean,
That's it.
you know that grass is not turf.
Right. Uh, so thank you, Miss T, for being a special guest tonight. Thank you, Shannon. Shout out to everybody again. We finna wrap this shit up because I gotta go to work tomorrow. And yeah, we out. I ain't even do the theme song. It's that damn late. All right, y'all have a good night and holla at me. Yup.